Hello.
Hello. Happy Monday.
We're like halfway through January already.
My God, that's nuts.
It's
But it does
almost
seem like
spring.
I wish it's supposed to be so cold and like snowy, even down here in Nashville.
I am so done with this. It's awful.
I know.
I took
I'm
office
not a
hours
snow
at
person.
the infirmary today, and I was practically sitting on my heater.
Yep. That's how I was at work today too, with it underneath like the desk and my feet, because my feet are always cold. And my hands.
Oh, once my feet are cold, it is game
I
over.
know.
Done.
I was like, I can't sleep if my feet are cold. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know what it is,
Absolutely.
but it's that one thing when you're like lying in bed and you have to have like one foot out and one foot in because you're hot and then you get cold and you
I
bring
get
the other
that.
foot in. It's a weird thing.
I know. It's a vicious cycle.
Absolutely.
So we have another absolutely amazing guest tonight. I'm
I
so
know.
excited to bring her out in a little bit. But first,
Yes.
we've got some sponsors we need to hear about. This is very important.
Very, very important. So, tonight's episode is brought to you by Foul Deeds, starring horror icon Ari Lehman, the original Jason Voorhees. There he is. Woo-hoo. From Friday the 13th, and the brand new Kickstarter campaign for Foul Deeds is now live and has a lot of exciting perks just available for campaign backers, including acting roles and producer credits, autographed CDs, and lots more. Join Forever Entertainment by donating to the campaign today. And then our second sponsor tonight is brought to you by Final Girls Monster series, which, hello, one of the I am one of the monsters. It's now available at scarezone.net. Final Girl is a horror-based inspired lifestyle brand built for survivors and fans alike, celebrating resilience, rebellion, and the will to outlast whatever comes for you. Join us today at scarezones.net and help support your favorite model by purchasing from the largest selection of merchandise. If you or someone you know is interested in becoming a Final Girl model, there's Haley. You can go on to Forever Entertainment today for more information. Hey, there's me, the little devil, the little
All
demon.
those designs are so amazing.
I know. They're so fun, and I just love every single one of them. Whenever we see a new one come out, we're like, oh my God, look at theirs. Theirs is amazing. Look, they're just like incredible. Yeah, and that's right. If you use code Rachel, you could save 5% on your order today and support me.
So good. I love it.
I know.
So
They're so fun.
So let's get ready to bring out our guest. Our
Yeah.
guest tonight is a very, very good friend of mine, one of my best friends, actually. She is the owner and operator of the Old Paulding Jail in Paulding, Ohio, as well as the owner and operator of 187 PI. And I've got to throw this out there. She does not normally ever do interviews where she has to go on camera, and she's doing this for us tonight. So I feel super special. We are very lucky to have her on tonight.
Oh
She's a
my gosh.
fascinating person, and she's so
The
much fun.
best.
I can't say enough. Here comes Shelly Robertson.
Hello, hello, hello.
Did you
Shelly,
like your intro?
yay!
Did I talk you up enough?
This is my video debut. Yes,
And we are
yes.
super blessed to have you come on. I'm just
Right, right. Thank you so much. Good to be here. Yeah, you talked me up good, Christopher. We are besties.
We've had some adventures, haven't we?
Oh, and more coming up, and yeah, more coming up. So,
Absolutely. So,
That's
for
exciting.
those listening who don't know you, just tell us all about the jail.
well, the story about the jail was when I originally bought it almost 11 years ago. I didn't know it was haunted. I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to go see it. My brother hounded me every day. Let's just go look at it. Let's just go look at it. I'm like, place is probably falling down. But I went and finally, after him hounding me like a month and a half or so, I'm like, okay, I'll get a hold of the people and see if I can take a look inside. And when I went in, I still didn't get any vibes that it was haunted when I initially looked at it. Had solid bones, needed a lot of work. I'm like, okay. So I told my husband, I said, I think we're going to buy a jail. And he was out of town for work, and he'd been out of town for like a month. He didn't even see it for maybe probably 6 weeks after I bought it. And I was already, elbows deep in getting it cleaned out and stuff before he even first saw it. But first day in after buying it is when I realized it was haunted, and stuff has just spiraled out of control afterwards. All of the things that have transpired from owning it. They knew I was coming. They called out my name all the time. Everybody that helped would hear that. And it took several years for me to learn why they knew and called my name out. And Christopher has witnessed a lot of this stuff in the past few years about all of the ghosts being family in the family tree. And
Oh wow.
it was a little overwhelming to find that out from the spirits.
Yeah.
About they knew I was coming, and they're all in my family tree, as is Christopher as well. Is that not right, Christopher?
That is right. And it's mind blowing how much information the spirits there have given us. That is just that, mind blowing.
It is. It really is. So I feel like I'd already had my paranormal group 187, and that's the cop code for murder and homicide. And I have, since I've been a little kid, watched and read and everything about all the serial killers, all the crimes, the detectives, how they solve the crimes. I used to get in trouble when I was like in second grade. My mom would get those True Detective magazines in the mail. And mind you, back in the 70s, and they talked about murders and rapes and stuff. Those were a little racy for the time, right? But I would sneak those magazines when they'd come. I got whooped several times for being caught with the True Detective magazines when I was a little kid. But so when I formed my paranormal group years before purchasing the jail, I chose 187 purposely because it's a cop code. But the ironic thing of it was, and I had sheriff supporter tags on my hearse. I'd bought a hearse, not knowing that I was going to be buying a jail. And the address that the jail sits on is 112. And that is the cop code for investigations. So, I mean, I just figure it's all destiny. It's all supposed to happen.
Yeah. It
You
seemed
know,
like, there was a lot of synchronicities that sort of lined up.
it's very bizarre. And
Yeah.
all of the other information we've found out since, It's, if I didn't have the receipts to all this stuff, just to tell it all, I sound like I need mental help. What do you say, Christopher?
I'm going to keep my mouth closed because of some of the stories I can tell coming out of there. People would think the same about me.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's true. So, but I'm always recording everything, and um, well, you've been there, Rachel. You've had some weird things happen too.
I haven't been there yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you've been there. No.
Mm-mm,
No,
Okay.
she hasn't been
not
there.
yet.
Well, then she needs to come.
I think everybody
Absolutely.
should experience the jail. It's
Yeah, she'll need to come.
of all the
Yes,
places I've
absolutely.
been, the jail is up toward the very top of my list of what I would say is most haunted.
It's
Absolutely.
it's
Sounds
extremely
like it.
haunted. And here's a little tidbit for people who are investigating locations. When you go from place to place, you might get a little evidence here, like let's say Waverly, you get some evidence, and that's a great place, mind you. I've been there. And you go to FCI, get some great evidence there, and you're moving around. But what you don't actually get unless you keep going back and back and back to the same location is developing a relationship with the spirits and getting the real story behind everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
Christopher will know exactly what I'm saying with FCI. He's got relationships going on with those ghosts, and knows stuff that just people coming to visit are never going to get. You know what I mean?
For sure. When they're upset, they come to me elsewhere and let me know that they're upset. I don't even have to be in
Absolutely.
the building.
Absolutely. And what I've learned about the spirits is I think things are a little dimensional. I think that they're not trapped. You might get one or two here or there that don't know they're dead, or have an agenda or something like that, but for the most part, I don't think they're trapped. I think there's meeting places and they're living their best lives, in another time frame. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And it's so funny you say that because that two of those things that you touched on, I think just this past weekend at the Night House, and we've been like, multiple times, and we were talking about just that case that like each time we go, the picture and, like, if you will, like the puzzle becomes clearer, like the pieces start to fit in and you're starting to recognize like, oh, it's Jack is here, in this space, and you know they become more comfortable with you there too.
Right. And you start getting more and more information from them.
Yes.
Whereas if you just went once, you're not going to get half as much stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It's
And I
like
think
it's like
they are
building
just like humans.
friendships. Like
Yeah,
building
exactly.
friendships. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like any other human. When it doesn't matter if you're living or dead, you're gonna trust people. Not you're not
Absolutely.
not on the first glance, right? It's gonna take
Right.
time to build that relationship.
That's correct. And I try to tell people that are really into, like, you've got some investigators, and there's nothing wrong with any of these, okay? It's just what people are into. So you've got people that get all the latest and greatest little toys, and they want to visit all the places and test out all the gadgets, and that's great, because some of us who are sitting back and really working on stuff, we see what's going on with them gadgets, and we're like, maybe we should get that. You know what I mean? So you need every kind of aspect. But so you got the people who like gadgets, and then you got the people who just want to visit every haunted place. But I really think that if you want a lot of evidence and to learn more, you need to just go back to pick a place. It doesn't matter. Whatever place that you got some evidence and you think is great, just keep going back, and you will you will find out what opens up for you from that.
I think that
I
makes a
agree.
whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, fortunately for me, I have a lot of those that I go back to over and over
You
again. I mean,
do. You
ISS,
absolutely do.
Creek, all these places I've spent so much time and have deep
Yeah,
connections and stories. So what you're saying is absolutely true.
it
Yeah.
is. And I think people who are doing that, that's where we're going to further the knowledge in the paranormal field. And if those people who get those things would share them, that would help others out even more. I mean, I share whatever we find. Like, we found that we can film shadow ghosts with green filters. Those will catch them every time. I help people out. We've also found out recently that um red lights, like your red flashlights, will illuminate the spirits that's in the area, and you can film them and see them very well.
Mhm.
If people would share some of that information, you know, we might even get further. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there's probably somebody who came across the red light thing maybe some time ago. Well, that could have been helpful to a lot of us a long time
Right.
ago, you know? So I try to share whatever I get, and it's not that I know more. It's just, and most of these things I come upon them by accident. It's just accident from trying them, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the best way to do it. I think you're exactly right. That needs to happen more. And it's kind of sad when there are investigators who withhold.
Yeah, ego. I'm going to get all of this. And you have too many people who are in the paranormal field thinking they're going to get famous. That's the thing. That's the thing right there. They're looking for shows and looking for clicks and likes and viral videos. And I, it's a lot more than that to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I feel similarly. I think when you have experiences when you're a child and it starts then,
Yeah.
I think becomes like a really like deep seated passion that you
Yeah.
have. And you want like, I know for me personally, I just want some of the answers. I mean, there's some that I, feel like I know, but there's so much I feel like I don't.
There's a lot. So, I mean, I've learned over a course, it took 4 years of research during the 9/11. I wanted to find out if ghosts were aware, because we have intelligent spirits at the jail. So 4 years ago on 9/11, I just wanted to ask them if they knew about it, because it was a national tragedy. So I wasn't expecting what came after that. So they did know it. They go to the memorial. They've called out train numbers. They travel by Amtrak and buggy and all kinds of things. And I've recorded all of this, what they've told me, and I've been able to find the receipts to the trains that ran back then, how much the prices of tickets and the schedules. And that's where I found out that, a lot of people think that ghosts can be anywhere, anytime. Blink, you're there, right? You can just go anywhere, anytime. Time and space is nothing, right? It's not necessarily true. They travel in the way they traveled when they were alive in their timelines. Sheriff Staley from the jail, he takes a buggy to a carriage to the train station in Paulding that's no longer there, mind you. But I did find the train station pad and did some session work there, which was so interesting. Um, it's weird. It's weird. That's why I think it's dimensional. Like, we don't. They're living their best life on
Yeah.
another dimension, and they're traveling the same as they did. There's places, I think, that have portals that are meeting places when they all come together at the jail. They can talk to each other. They can all interact. But when they leave the jail, after they get so far away, wherever they're going, I have no contact with them anymore, and they can't interact with each other anymore. So that's telling me timelines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mhm.
And this has been over and over and over. So
I think you're
I'm I'm
on the
pretty
money there.
I'm pretty convinced. I'm pretty convinced of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I came across with at historic Rosemont,
Ah.
and it was a house that's been in the family for like 6 generations since it was built, and it was used to be a plantation home.
Uh-huh.
But since we've been so many times, there was a time we were in there and we caught an EVP towards the end of the night, and it used to be a prominent judge in his
Uh-huh.
office, and he said the children want quiet, and that made us really think, or made me think, like, too, that they're just living their life in another dimension that's parallel to ours, and sometimes they intersect at certain places that are kind
I
of like
feel
a
that
beacon.
I feel like you're right on the money on that. I do. How do you think about that, Christopher?
Well, they are absolutely just living their lives. I mean, one of the best examples I can give, and I can tie someone from the jail into this. Our episode from the Gill House hasn't come out yet,
Uh-huh.
but when we were there, we went into the attic and we set up to do an Estes session. When I go under, I am absolutely channeling. I don't remember what is said afterward. You have to explain it to me or play it back because I got nothing. I come out of it feeling like I just took a nap. I'm refreshed. I'm rested. The first one to come through that night was grumpy old Bloomer Gill, who built the house and was up in the attic. And all he wanted was to go up in the attic and be left alone to stare out the window and have some peace and quiet. And then the energy shifted, and this little boy came through, and it became clear that there were these random children in the attic. No one knows where they came from.
Wow.
Bloomer couldn't get his peace and quiet because there were these random children. And then it would go back to Bloomer, and he's grumpy, and then it was the kids. And as Noah was interacting, he recognized the energy shift again. Like he can tell if my posture shifts, that somebody new is coming through. And that particular night, when he told me about this, I looked at him like he was crazy at first. Like,
Mhm.
okay, I can tell somebody new is here. Who's here now? And little girl comes through. It's Audrey, just as happy as could be. And he's like, what? She had come through from the jail to teach the random children in the attic how to play hide and seek. So they leave the attic
That's
and
fun.
leave Bloomer in peace. And as Noah's explaining this to me, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I don't get how and why. And then it occurred to me that scrying mirror that Jenna gave me that I carry around.
Yeah.
It was with me in the bag. That's got a tie to the jail because it was given to me by Jenna.
Yeah.
That's how she came through.
Amazing. Amazing.
Tim's comment, your voice changes too when a new person comes in. That's very true. That night I was going back and forth, posture changes and voice changes between Bloomer, a little boy, and Audrey. But I saw Kim had a great question for you in the comments too. She asked if you could travel to and investigate any location anywhere, where would it be?
I have, and this has been on my bucket list for a while, Nova Scotia, and I will get
Oh,
there pretty soon. Nova Scotia.
why
Yeah.
Nova Scotia?
They've had big tragedies and shipwrecks and stuff there, and there's an area that I just feel I need to go there for some reason and investigate. There's going to be something for me to find out there, so I need to go there. So I looked up the drive path, the the weather, and they have such a short summertime and all that. You know, it's cold there. So a short window of time for summer. So I need to go there. Yeah.
That would be a great place to go. Kim has another great question here. What's one skill you wish you had, psychic, telepathy, etc., if you don't already have it? And what's the first thing you'd want to do if you had this skill?
Um well I'm betting you know.
I
So
do know.
so my skill is with the living. I can hear a name, look at somebody, see a picture, and tell you everything you need to know and warn you about anybody. But I
She's
would
not lying. She can.
I've never been wrong about somebody, I don't think ever. So not to toot my own horn or anything, but that's pretty factual. my the skill I wished I had was to connect with the dead and to be able to see them. And I probably wouldn't sleep for a week. If I could see those children run around in the jail, I'd be like, what are they doing? Where are they at? You know?
Oh yeah.
That's, yes. I would like to see them connect. Like I get feelings. Sometimes things comes to me and stuff like that, but I can't connect like Christopher or Jenna. That's where I lean on them too a lot. I do,
And
don't
so
I?
often she and I just line up perfectly.
Yeah. You guys do. It's amazing. Right on the money.
Yeah. That helps to validate it too, right?
Yeah. So I'll be like, Christopher, let's talk, or I'll be like, Jenna, let's talk to so and so. You know? Yeah. But
So
I talk to dead people more than I talk to living, and I do it through devices because they are really really good at using them.
I
IT
tell people
devices.
all the time that my experiences with necrophonic, I find it does not work the same everywhere. The jail is absolutely the top of my list for that piece of technology. The conversations that have come through there, the consistency in the spirits who come through there, that you know who you're talking to, the direct answers. I've never seen that piece of technology work as well anywhere as at the jail.
is it
And
just necrophonics or is it spirit talker too?
necrophonics, and then I've built the Huff portal, and I don't use any software with the Huff portals. Like sometimes Steve Huff will run a software program through it too. I never do. Um, and the necrophonics, we've ran that side by side with the portal, and we've gotten the same answers from the spirits simultaneously. So
It's incredible.
I'm good with just turning on the necrophonics if I want a quick question. Is that right, Christopher?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My favorite is when you tell them you've got questions and they respond something like, oh, they groan at you or something like that. I
I
love
know. I'm like, I've got a question. Are you listening? They'll be like, not again. Because
that.
I,
We have a
like
comment
I
here if we're
said,
seeing a live reading for you tonight.
pardon me?
We have a comment here asking if we're seeing a live reading for you tonight.
Seeing a live reading for me. What does that mean?
Would you like me
Christopher.
to give you a reading tonight?
Oh, okay. Who wants to give me a reading?
It would be Christopher.
All right, let's hold that thought for a bit. I'll make sure we get one in before we're done.
Okay. We can do that. I'm
Very
game.
cool.
I'm game. I
If
ask you
if
stuff all the
something
time
comes up
anyway.
that I know we're not ready to talk about yet, I'll keep it to myself.
um, so I'm having a lot of things happen lately too. stuff just comes to me like, and we end up needing it. We're knee deep in some stuff right now that I don't think the world's ready to hear about. But what do you think, Christopher?
There are definitely things that I think we need more information
Yeah,
before we put it out there.
I think so.
Kim's got another couple great questions here. Have you ever had such a scary moment in the jail that you regretted buying it? And what's the scariest moment you've had there?
Um, I've never had something so scary that I wished I never bought it. But I will say, when I first bought it, the place was so noisy, spirit wise. I was never in that place alone for the first 6 months. The cell blocks were so noisy, bangs all the time. I mean, like, the place was alive. So I wasn't comfortable being in there alone for the first 6 months. And it took me a year before I would sleep there by myself. And I only sleep in one area of the building as well. But now I'm really comfortable. Things have calmed down. They're not, it's not like chaos happening in the blocks now when I'm there. That was a little unnerving at first.
I can see that. Well, you remember my first time there. What happened to me in the second floor cell block?
Yeah.
I almost walked out of there and said, screw this.
What happened then?
There were 3 of us in the cell block, and it started out with me having a moment. Like, I was walking around and I was humming this tune. I've got a flashlight in my hand and I'm like pounding it in my hand as I'm walking, and I'm recognizing, okay, this is not me. I'm connecting to someone
It sounds
already.
like a jailer
So,
or something.
in getting down to the end where the shower is, I turned and looked in the shower. I'm like, oh, there is someone in the shower. There's just this large black shadow in the shower. I'm like, I'm going to give them their privacy. I back up, go down to the other end, and I see the shadow move out of the shower and against the wall. And I've got my 2 friends standing behind me, and I'm watching this. And I'm trying to describe it to them because I don't know if they can see it. I'm in front of them, and it starts to move along the wall toward us. And I go to describe that, and then it lunges forward so quickly that I was like, nope. I threw my hands up. I turned around and I walked out, and they followed behind me. And when I looked around, I realized where I was in the building. I was right outside the second floor cell block looking at the infirmary. Well, in the infirmary room is where I was going to be sleeping that night. I was going to be the only one on that floor. And I'm thinking, oh, to hell with this. This is not going to be a good night's sleep at all. So when the time came that everybody went to bed, I went back in the cell block by myself and walked around because I'm like, this is stupid. I am not one that's going to be dominated by fear. There's not a chance. So I spent some time walking around in there, took some pictures, went to go lay down on my cot. I'm looking at the pictures and I look at the selfie I took and I'm like, well, shit, I do look a little bit scared in that picture. And that's
I will agree. You did scared.
And that's an unusual sensation for me. So even in that moment, I'm like, all right, this place scared me a little bit. That's making me feel alive. I like this. It's not something I'm used to. So I'm laying there on my cot. I'm listening to all these noises come out of the cell block. It sounds like they're having a party in there. There's footsteps, there's voices. I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. So I close my eyes, and within seconds, I hear footsteps walk out of the cell block and into the infirmary. And it's like, nope, I just rolled over, fell asleep. So I woke up at 4, and then at 5, and then at 6, and then at 7. And even at 7, I said, no, my alarm's going off at 7:30. I'm going to see this through and go back to sleep. So I rolled over on my right side, and the noise my cot made when I rolled over, the empty cot next to me then made the same noise.
They're like, we're just going to sleep right next to you.
So that was my first visit. And obviously I've made peace with it because I've been back many, many times and am perfectly comfortable there. But I would say my scariest moment, would it be one of the 2 times the bat came at me in the kitchen? Would it be the time the bat came out in the basement during my seance? Or would it be the time the bat came into your office? Which one would it be?
You're
Yeah,
like all of the above.
we've got some great bat footage of Christopher too.
Well, the day it went into your office, that might have been one of the scariest days of my life. I really thought I was going to shit myself right then and there in your office. That was horrible. We were talking and I saw it go by outside the door and I froze and I looked and then it turned and it came in and I hit the floor. And I was on that sprained ankle. I jarred my ankle when I hit the floor. It was awful.
Oh my God.
It was awful. And the shrieking.
And then I made you play hawk sounds for like an hour.
Yeah, because anybody out there, if you're investigating a haunted location and there's bats, pull up hawk sounds on YouTube. They're scared to death of them. They will, I don't know where they go. I don't care where they go, but they will vanish. Yeah.
The next night I made you play the hawk sounds too.
Yeah. Let's play them for a little bit. When it was starting to get dusk, I'm like, well, maybe we should wait till we see one. No, go ahead and play it now.
No need to wait.
Right? That was funny.
I had a question about some of the history of Old Paulding Jail and
Okay.
why it's considered so active.
The longer I've owned it and the more that stuff is evolving from the research that I've been doing. Christopher's helped. A gal named Lori Dorsey's done a lot of work with me. Jenna. I think there's a portal there. It's a meeting place. And is my place the only place? No, I think there's more of them. Maybe people just aren't not aware of it, because I would be interested in talking to some of the owners that's owned places for a long time and actually investigate and interact with the spirits at their place to see if they're getting some of the same stuff I am. I know Wildwood, Laura was getting some of the same stuff that we're experiencing at the jail at Wildwood. So, it's weird because I have a family connection, even going back to the very first sheriff of that jail. The guy's in the family tree. And here's something ironic, Christopher. That fella, because Kat was like, I can't believe it because I didn't have any family up there. I said, it doesn't matter. But when I researched who the very first sheriff was of that jail, Kat Hobson's great-great-grandpa.
That's right. I knew that.
He lived in Georgia and he moved to Paulding just to be the sheriff. And I'm like,
wow,
who would have knew, you know?
That is crazy.
It is, because I wanted to see who built the building, like the architect and the builders. I tried to find information on that, and those records have been lost. There's no records available. So I'm like, okay, let's see who the very first sheriff was, because it's not in my sheriff book, you know, from the county. And when I found that out, I'm like, what is this whole circle? You know what I mean? What is going on? And this very well may be going on at other locations and people may not be aware. Because how many years did I own this building before I became aware?
Right.
6, right? 6 years?
Well, and some people just might not do the work. So some people might never find out because they don't. I'll leave that statement like that. They don't do the work. They don't dig.
Right. Right.
So do you think that family lineage sort of played a big part in you owning the jail, or why you're kind of like the keeper of the.
Gatekeeper, girl, the gatekeeper. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. That you are.
The gatekeeper in the living, and I think Sheriff Keeler's the gatekeeper in the spirit world. Yeah. Who is
So
also in
I can
family.
see that.
It's so crazy. I just
Yeah.
when I first found out, the spirits told me actually, when I first found out and started typing in all the spirits that I know, all their information, it started to be a little overwhelming. I'm like, I can't believe this. What is happening? Why? So I'm one of those people who will dig and dig and dig and dig until I figure it out. So, yeah.
that's the true detective in you.
Yeah. It's, and I bet you there's other places like that too. I would lay money on it. Some of these people that are drawn to buy a place, there's probably something there. You know what I mean? Some connection. I've also
Absolutely.
found that places that I go to a lot or that I think is awesome or I'm drawn to the information, there's connections with those places in my family tree as well. Like Beale Manor, where we're going to go, Christopher.
Right.
You were there when we found that out. We were together there when we found that
Right.
those people were in the family tree and stuff. It's just mind blowing.
That was a crazy night when we were there, because that was the night that mystery I'd been working on with that place. Who is this woman whose name is on the memorial stone? That all finally came through for me. I finally found what I needed that night. That plagued me for over a year.
Yeah, it's amazing. And there's connections with Wildwood. There's we have spirits traveling back and forth from FBI to the jail. That's crazy.
We've had
yeah.
something similar here with Octagon Hall. I know with a friend of mine who kind of is intuitive as well, and he's channeled up there. But there's a little girl that first came to him there, but she's come to see him at other locations that we've been at too.
So she may also have a connection to the other locations where she's visiting. So if you dig a little bit, you might find that.
Right.
Yeah, that would be fascinating.
Kim is asking if you've ever been to a plantation.
I have been to Thomas House Hotel, and that is that's Tennessee, and that was I've been there several times. That place was kind of like a plantation back in the day. There was a church on the property. The church has been since leveled because it was just in bad shape. But it was so much so where they had segregated water pumps. They had the slave house in the back and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Thomas House a few times. It's not too far from me in Nashville.
Awesome.
But it's burnt down a couple of different times too. And it's been a family. It's been in the family for a long time as well.
Yeah, it really has.
Several generations.
There was a couple of plantation houses I visited out in South Carolina. Amazing places. Those places are so
beautiful.
Beautiful, yes. And the magnolia trees that are growing out there. You know what? That is just, I love it. I went to the Old City Jail out in Charleston, South Carolina. And if you guys anybody's listening from out that way, or you're going to visit Charleston, visit the Old City Jail. That place is truly, truly haunted. And they still have the hanging gallows out in the courtyard and the apparatus that they would hang the people with. And that night I was there, I film stuff I'd never filmed before. I'm telling you what. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I think when I went to Charleston, they had it closed. I know I
oh,
couldn't.
you can visit it.
Yeah. I wish I did, but
Yeah.
I'll
Forget
probably
back
go
up.
back.
That is a place you would want to visit because it is very haunted.
Yeah. The other place I would love to go, plantation wise, would be Myrtle's
Oh,
plantation in
Oh, yes.
Louisiana.
now I haven't been anywhere in Louisiana, but I mean I've been here, there, everywhere, but I've never been there, and I would
Oh my
like.
God. You'd love
I'd like
it.
to go there, and I'd like to go to New Orleans because
Oh, now
Yes.
you're speaking my language.
That's my home away from home. Like, because it's only a 7-hour drive. It's not
We're not
bad.
drinking mimosas in New Orleans.
listen, if I got to New Orleans, you know exactly who I'd go and consult and start talking and chapping and learning stuff from, don't you?
I know you would.
The voodoo queens out there, I swear I would. I would be like, teach me some stuff. Teach me some stuff.
Just
I
no
would
mimosas.
definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Kim
you
says
have to go.
Myrtle's is a must too.
Yeah. I would have an extended stay in Louisiana, New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
Every
hard to
time
leave there.
I know. Every time I go there, it's like I don't know. Something calls me.
You know,
Be there.
you need to dig a little bit because you just might have some connection to something there. And that's what I find. Like, there'll be people that come to the jail first time, don't know why they came, or people that will keep coming back and coming back and coming back. And I find out they're in the family tree. That's all I can say about it. Yeah. So you
cool.
might have a real significant connection to New Orleans.
And I think because I have that
Would
whole
you Tibet? Yes.
witchy side, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe part of it, but past life maybe.
I feel like I need to go to Plymouth too. I want to go to Plymouth, Massachusetts. I feel like I need to go there. That's kind of a calling. So
Yeah.
I'll make it there at some point. Yeah.
Kind of would make sense along the same lines as maybe why Nova Scotia does. If there was like a seafaring, journey along that coast of North
Yeah.
America.
Right.
Maybe you're related to somebody on a ship.
It's quite possible. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so fascinating. Like, oh, I love all that stuff. Give me stuck. I would just be doing it all day instead of doing dentistry.
And it's just like that too, because sometimes you'll get a little bit of information and then your whole day is gone digging and finding things, and from this point to this point and this point, and like, what'd you do today? Oh, I didn't get anything done today. Oops. but I read a lot,
Well, that's getting stuff done. It's just stuff you love to get done.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I sort of felt like that today, taking office hours at the infirmary. Whenever I had a break from readings or anything, it's like, okay, we should sit here and write. We should get something done. And then I'd hear a noise in the building. It's like, no, we're going to go explore the building.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And see who it is. You get a name or something like that, then you want to just dig some more, and that's
Absolutely.
that's been 10 years of my life. The jail becomes when you own a location, it becomes your life. If you are, into it and not just using it for income, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Which some of those locations are, and it's kind of like, that saddens me a bit because I don't think they have the same love for the location and preserving it and maintaining it for the spirits.
Yeah, and it's not about money for me because I don't give a darn about that.
Are you ready for your reading?
I am. Are you ready to give it to me?
I am.
Okay.
Is there anywhere specific you'd like me to go?
Let's connect to the cauldron. You got a picture of it. Let's connect to that. I want to know
All
some
right.
that. Should I give them the backstory on this at all?
Well, I mean, I know it. So yeah, go ahead and explain to everybody else what
Yeah,
you
I'm
mean.
like, cauldron?
Yeah, now you've got everybody's attention.
Okay, so my daughter lives in Sevierville, Tennessee, and the beginning of the month, she sent me a photograph because she knew I wanted to get a big cauldron for events and stuff. Some things I'm working on, and she was at this antique barn, just an old antique barn in Sevierville, and she sent me a picture and she said, "Hey, what do you think about this? Is this too old and ratchety looking?" And I laid my eyes on it. I'm like, "Oh my God, get it. How much is it? How much? How much?" And this cauldron is from the early 1800s. I'm surprised she come across it. I'm surprised. I'm surprised by it all.
And then it'd
Right.
be in Tennessee too. Like, I know stuff happens, especially out in that area of Appalachia.
Like when I
But
look at it, I'm like, this cauldron did not come from Tennessee. I'll tell you that much. And it even has an iron stand. So there's feet on it that it could be sat down on a fire, but it also has an iron stand and it has that iron, the iron, what do they call that? Handle like too. And it's big. So I'm like,
it's heavy.
yeah, I'm like, okay, find out how much they want, whatever. I need it. And I just felt I needed to get that. Like, there's something with this. I need to get it, and whatever it cost. So they wanted $200 for it, which we
That's
looked
not
at.
bad.
That's cheap. The people didn't know what they
Yeah.
had. So I'm
Yeah.
like, well, at an antique mall, see if they'll take less. I mean, you won't hurt to try, right? So we got it for $160. I got to pick it up yet. But I think there's really something going on with this cauldron. My daughter ends up finding things that I need, and that's been weird lately, don't you think, Christopher?
It does seem to be becoming a pattern. That's for sure.
Yes. So let's try to connect to that and see what we get. See what we get.
What I had told you when you showed me the picture was that if it didn't turn out that that cauldron already had some connection to you,
Yeah,
it's
because I
a
feel like
connection-
it could.
it could. I agree. I said if it didn't go that road, at the very least, it's got a connection to a female figure
Okay.
you need to have a connection to. And now I've drawn the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Her energy very much affirms for me what I've said about this figure being attached to this cauldron.
Okay.
When I think about what the Queen of Pentacles represents, she's often very grounded. She is
The teacher.
successful. Absolutely. She's a teacher. She has connections to home and to nature.
Okay.
As much as you work with your hands and work with the plants,
Mhm.
the connection to nature that comes through here makes sense. The idea of her being grounded makes sense.
I
And
need
that's
to
not me saying, yeah, it's not me saying you're not grounded. I'm not going to deliver that as a blanket statement, but there's times where you end up here and your tether's gone and you need
I get it. I know.
I'm not going to go as far as saying you live your life that way, but you have moments. And
Yeah.
I think whoever's coming to you at this cauldron, she's going to be able to help you in those moments.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So you've definitely got a necessary figure coming to you with that cauldron.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, it's the thing. Like with dolls and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll be drawn to a certain doll somewhere or something. It'll be like, I liken it to they talk to me. If they talk to me, I'm gonna buy it. And that not necessarily talk to me like as in hearing them, but like where I need to have it.
Right.
And every time I've needed to have it, there's been a connection of some sort to the items. Like that's another reason I wish I could connect like Christopher or Jenna, because while I know I need it, I don't necessarily know what's connected to it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like my skill is totally with the living. I can turn a person inside out, but not the spirits.
Right.
That's what I wish I could do. But I mean, that's what I got them for, I guess. You know,
And who knows? Maybe she'll be able to help a little bit with this too.
maybe, I don't know.
She clearly has an important role.
Okay, I like it. Okay.
And it clearly seems like there's some divination aspect to it as well.
Oh, absolutely. Would anyone else in the comments like a quick reading?
It looks like Kim wants one. She volunteers to be a tribute.
That's kind of interesting. As much as I sat here mixing these in between, and this deck has been pretty well used, we just went from the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Some male energy.
Right. In no way am I going to say that this connects these two readings. It doesn't.
No.
It's just things like this always get my attention. I pay attention to everything. This very strong male energy, which some of the attributes that I talked about with the Queen of Pentacles, I think some of these are here for him as well, with them being in the same suit. I mean, he is grounded, but he might also be a little bit more on the practical side. And I think there's somewhere where you're being asked to tap into that practical energy. So what might be going on for you right now where someone else might be pushing you to be practical and you're going, no, I don't want to be practical? I think the King of Pentacles is saying, maybe just this once, you might want to bring in a little bit of that practical energy. And that's hard for me to say because practical can be boring. I don't necessarily like giving that message, but that's what's in front of me.
Practical magic.
Right? One of my favorite movies.
Me too.
Midnight Margaritas.
Exactly. Yeah.
Margarita's good. Mimosa's bad. Someday I'll tell the story.
Yes. I'm waiting for it. Oh, get the round of applause.
Yay.
Wait for me every day.
I'm not sure if she means about needing to be more practical about something or Margarita's good, mimosa's bad. I'm not sure which she means.
Every day.
For you, Rachel, where is a haunted place the most on your bucket list? Like the top place?
Ooh, are we talking here in the U.S.?
Anywhere.
I really want to go to Brahms Castle.
Girl, go. You gotta take me.
I know.
Oh my God, that's one for me too. And the other places that were really high up there. How about that suicide forest in Japan?
Oh yes. We've talked about.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I would just love to
That
go there.
might be the one place. Well, I'd have to feel it though. I'm one of those who gets in a location and I'll feel the energy. So, but it seems like that would be a hard place to walk into just because of the weight of.
Just imagine what that's like.
I
It's
know. It almost feels like it would be like thick, soupy, like
well, for those
heaviness.
of you that have the connection like that, it might be overwhelming. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
The catacombs in Paris. How about those?
Oh my gosh, yes. There's so
Yes.
much in Europe I would love to go to.
Oh, gee, yeah.
I would just like to be around Stonehenge too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anything in Ireland would be,
Ireland, yeah. Castles and
like the most of my lineage is European. So,
yeah.
there's definitely a pull that way too.
So going with the caption here on the bottom that Rachel
Oh
needs a
gosh.
reading, I guess you're getting one whether you want one or not.
Hey, just like Kim, I'm ready for it all the time. Ooh.
I know, 8 of Cups, or cauldrons, as they call it in this deck.
Oh.
Yes,
We will take the cauldrons.
this is the Tarot of the Old Path that I'm using tonight. Not my normal deck, but one that I've been using more and more. The way that this card points toward spiritual growth, I always like when this card comes up, no matter what direction that's coming from, whether it's saying that somebody is already there, they're engaged in current spiritual growth, or that's something you need to reach for. Either way, I like when this comes up. But from a traditional context, it's about walking away from something that's not fulfilling you. To gravitate more towards something that will fulfill you, definitely with that spiritual underlining. And I don't feel like this is fully an affirmation of something to come. I feel like it's an acknowledgement of a process that's already started.
Correct. Yep.
And
I think that's dead on. Ha! No pun intended.
It coming up tonight tells me that with it being a process that's already started,
wow,
it's necessary that you keep going.
Yeah.
Ooh, necessary. That's powerful.
I've been told. Yeah. I've been working with a lady who, we've had, I think from the last reading you gave me with the cards about what's happened sort of in kind of my friends group and, people splitting apart, and there's reasons for that. A spirit guide says that I'm on a different path, and the path is clearly spiritual. And I know that I've been on it for a little while, but, I'm kicking the door open.
I find that
It's
very
time.
interesting because, Shelly, from knowing you, I know that you've had a lot of that exact same energy these last couple years.
Oh, Shelly.
People cycling in, people cycling out. And even I've heard you say that your path has shifted and changed, and I've witnessed it.
It is. And I'll tell you something. I'm going to tell you something about that that's so important. I've seen it in my own life, and I've seen it in other people's lives. I am so in tune with watching things. So when you aren't following the path that you should be on, and you keep beating a dead horse and trying to make something work and work and work and work, you just get hit with more obstacles, harder lessons, because you're not getting it.
Right.
And you just have to take and look at when you think something is just so awful, sit back and look at the blessing that's being given to you, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a blessing. It's clearing something out of your way. So
You're dead on with that too.
Yes.
Right on with that. Yeah. Because that's exactly what they told me too, was that you're not in alignment with what you're meant to be. So the universe has completely said nope, no more.
I'll tell you what,
You're going this way.
if you keep ignoring the universe, in the end, it's going to throw something at you that's really devastating. And I've seen people lose their lives for not
Mhm.
following the path. Like, I'll give you an example. I know somebody who was in a relationship, and I told him all about the person. I'm like, this is not good. It was in domestic violence cases against, the woman. And I'm telling the woman, look, quit beating a dead horse. You need to get out of it. You need to get out of it. You need to get out of it. He's not your one. I mean, so what happened was he had an accident, made him quadriplegic. And I told her, I said, you need to walk away. He's still not your one. I know you feel sorry for him and bad for him and stuff like this, but he beat you half inch of your life before and stuff. This is not your one. Walk away. She wouldn't do it. Still kept at it. Still kept at it. Still kept at it. You know what happened? He had some kind of freak thing happen to him, and he died.
Wow.
That's how the universe will remove it if it's toxic and you fail to listen. They'll give you a little bit, and if you still will not follow the path, it's going to put you on your path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I
But
agree.
Makes perfect sense.
and it's going to feel like something devastating, but it's what needed to happen because you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've learned by sitting back all these little catastrophic things. I'm like, okay, let's look at the lesson I'm supposed to learn, because this isn't really a bad thing, I'm sure. And then you start paying attention, and that's what you really have to do. You have to pay attention. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because all
I
these
think
things,
that made perfect sense.
yeah, yeah. So, and I've told Christopher, I said, there's a transformation happening. It's just happening now. It's happening now. It's been happening for a little while. And so,
there's a interesting word that came across during our investigation over the weekend. It came across like Spirit Talk or something, and it said apocalypse. And then we got an EVP from a spirit after it, and it said right now.
oh my.
Wow. That gives me chills.
I know. That's what I was like. I was just like speechless because
I mean, look at some of the things that's happening in the world today. And plus, you listen to what she said, Christopher, from some of the stuff that we are working on right now.
Right.
Where the
Right.
last thing was, if we don't get something right. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
we're all working kind of like in similar. It's
Yes.
ironic. It's ironic. We're all like similar circles, like similar lessons, similar things happening. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's totally
It's
crazy.
And there's probably more for, there's the other people that's probably paying attention too, and
Yeah.
are very aware of some changes that's happening in the world, like humanity wise changing. You know what I mean?
Big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point, you'll have to check and see if Rachel's in the tree.
I'm having a feeling. I'm just having a feeling. I think she might be. I mean, I feel like I can almost tell if people are now. And here's something crazy. The last few groups of people that come to the jail, they've had sessions in the first floor cell block. 2 out of 4 groups, they come to me and they said the spirits give them an EVP or over their little ITC devices and said, we're family. And they didn't know what they meant by that. They're like, I don't know what they mean by that. I said, I do come to the office. I already know what they mean by that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so excuse me.
Seems like we have a cat loose in here.
So I have a feeling that Rachel very well could be in the tree. So
Oh, yes, you'll have to tell me. That would be. I know I need to go there, so it's happening. That's probably why I
where?
end up meeting you two.
What state are you located in, Rachel?
I'm in Tennessee right now, but
Oh,
I'm originally from California, but I've been
wow.
in.
Tennessee. My kids live down there. So you close to what, Nashville, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably swing through your neck of the woods when I go down to visit my daughter. She's
Yeah,
near the
that,
Ford. Yeah.
that's really cool. Yeah, I would love to know. That's going to be itching at me.
So before we wrap up, talk about our healing event that's coming up.
Oh, you guys got something coming up?
We
Okay.
do.
That's so exciting.
This is so exciting. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Christopher is, if you don't know, folks, he's a Reiki master and he's got so many skills. I mean, the list is long. Um, so what we do is a spiritual healing event, and we've done them at the jail. We decided to take them on the road a little bit since the jail is like we'll still do them at the jail too, but it's a little remote, so we want to move it around because we think that people will benefit this if we can bring it to other locations as well. So I do egg cleanses, and then the egg cleanse is just I even can't even explain about the egg cleanse, but it's a very real thing, and it's a very, very, I don't know, skill I have with the eggs. It's weird. I
But
guess
but it's always spot on.
it is. And the eggs, the egg cleanse will like remove negative entities and energies from you. And it also will tell me where you have ailments and problems in your body. And then I'll let you listen to some frequency healing music, which works on a cellular level to help your body take care of what's ailing.
Yeah.
And then Christopher does all of the Reiki stuff for you, and whatever you're needing, Christopher takes care of. He can do all of it. Yeah.
And
So
sometimes
When
I'll
is that?
incorporate a little tarot into it. So it depends.
it
When
depends
and
on.
where is it?
So we are doing this at the Haunted Beale Manor in Fremont, Ohio, on January 31st. And I think Christopher's page, my page on Facebook, has got the links to get a ticket. It's very affordable for all that you're getting as far as spiritual healing and cleansing. I mean, tickets are $50. Right now, I'm doing a really wild thing because like my dad's been in the hospital and everything. So I couldn't get this out as soon as I wanted to. So I'm just like, whoever gets a ticket to our healing event, I'm going to give you a free ticket to a semi-private investigation at Old Paulding Jail. That's on me.
That's amazing. That is one heck of a deal.
Yes,
It's
yes, it.
amazing.
Yes, it's incredible. Like more people got to know about this. And you're going to do it in other locations as well?
We are going to. Yes, Christopher. Yeah.
We definitely are.
Yes. Well, we will still do it at the jail, but we want to take it around a little bit because I think it would benefit people. Um, maybe they can't come to Ohio or whatever, or maybe they can't
Right.
get to jail. Maybe they're closer to Beale Manor. I mean, or some of the other locations I have in mind to taking this to because I'm going to toot our horns, Christopher. We are very skilled at what we do. I'm just going to say
We
it.
are.
We're very skilled at what we do. So,
Yes,
um,
I agree with that.
so yeah, January 31st, Beale Manor, Fremont, Ohio.
Yeah.
Come to the
Oh,
best.
He's got
deal.
the link already.
We've got the
There's
event
the
right
link.
here in the comments.
That's right. Get your tickets. Come
Beautiful.
and you will get a free ticket. And the freebie, semi-private. And what I mean by that is I'll give y'all, all the people that come to this, I'll give y'all a tour of the jail. If Christopher wants to be there that night, he can too. It's going to be in July.
If
And
I am free, I will be there.
yeah. And we haven't picked that date in July yet, but it's going to be a Saturday in July. And I'm picking Saturday because everybody should be able to come on a Saturday. I wanted to get with you anyway, Christopher, and see if you had a Saturday in July. But I'll give you a tour of the building. I'll let you meet all the other people. I might sit with you in a session for just a few minutes. And then y'all can do your own thing like it's a private investigation.
That's
And
awesome.
Sounds
So-
great.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's one hell of a deal, people.
That's
Yes.
unbelievable.
You get healed and you get to do an investigation. I don't know what's
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
So yeah, get your ticket. Come
There's
see
the
it.
link. Click it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh
this
my
has been a fantastic show.
This has been amazing.
I've had a lot of fun.
I feel
Listen,
so
I feel
lucky
so
to have
honored
met
that you
you.
went on
I
camera
know.
for us.
I know. I feel really special. Because it's been a treat, a delight having you on.
Well, and you're my video debut, which I probably won't give anybody else this chance again. So this would probably be one and done. I don't know.
You're
just-
great. Like, you could do more.
I probably won't though.
When she makes up her mind on something, that's it.
Yeah. Maybe down the road if I'm on your show again.
That's what I was saying. I was just gonna say.
Access to my face. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will have you on again.
Right.
See, even Kim said Shelly's a natural.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, you all have a great night and
New co-host.
new co-host.
Well, listen, speaking of Coasley, I ran Ghost Talk Radio for a long time. That was my radio show. But I was on Sirius XM and all the places. And I took some time off from that. But it's not a video show. It's a audio.
Radio. Yeah.
Right? Radio.
Oh, you have the
Right.
voice for it too.
So I did that for, gosh, quite a few years. And I was just like, told the producer, I need some time off. I need some time off. So it's just, she talked to me the other day and she's like, you ready to start your show back up? I'm like, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Still got a lot of things going on. No, not ready. So yeah,
You will when you're ready.
I will when I'm ready. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you again so
awesome.
very much. We really appreciate you being here.
Yes. Thank
Well,
you, Shelly. I
Hey,
look forward to meeting you. I will come up there.
yeah. And come up when Christopher can come too.
Yeah.
So it'll
That
be great.
would be amazing.
The night. We'll make a weekend of it, girl.
Yes.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
All right.
It's
We'll
on.
see everybody next time.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for having me. Bye.